propensity for the human animal and stupidity, or to display stupidity, I guess I should say, never ceases to fascinate me. When I get tired of the political research sort of stuff I do, commentary here on the channel, I like to watch EVs, electric vehicles. This should be called thermal incendiary devices. You know, a firecracker, little thing, a little bit smaller than your baby finger, little fuse, you light it, it goes kaboom. If you emptied the contents of that out and lit it, it would just poof, it would burn. There'd be no kaboom. It goes kaboom because it's compressed. It's wrapped up in some paper, little containment vessel. Now you look at an EV battery in a car. They're contained in an aluminum vessel, which then has a plate of steel in underneath the car, because we know what happens when the battery pack gets pierced. We have a thermal runaway event. Yeah. So, if there's a thermal runaway event, not due to it being pierced necessarily, say it overheats, an ECU, an electronic control unit, little thing, you know, it might be smaller than this, bollocks is up, and the battery overheats. That containment vessel then, boom! And all that toxic, highly explosive, did I mention highly toxic? Gas then explodes into flames. Excuse me. Often into the cab of the vehicle. Because remember that big steel plate's in the bottom. So it either goes into the cab of the vehicle, that sounds like an unpleasant place to be, or it comes shooting out the side, or sides. So my point is, if you see an electrical vehicle, an EV in distress, run like hell. Get away from it. Anybody smarter than a turnip knows not only is the battery itself toxic waste at the end of its lifespan, except for those who worship at the altar of the cult of EVs. Anybody with a brain in their head knows we don't recycle that, and it's highly unlikely we're going to anytime soon. Anyways, back to the toxic smoke. Highly toxic smoke. Well, you don't have to get that India to be looking at the wrong side of the grass. I mean the roots, not the green stuff on top. The fallout from it. Oh, you don't want that on you either. So if you see an EV in distress, go the other direction. Don't be taking a selfie with it. That's a bad idea. I see one in a parking lot, I go over and park at the other side of the parking lot. I wouldn't set foot in one. I don't want to be anywhere near them. They pull up beside me at a light, I'm like, oh man, you know, if the light turns green, I can get away from this fool and his incendiary device. Well, like I say, stupidity fascinates me, and I just thought I'd put this out there as a public service message brought to you by Common Sense.